Good to see you, boss.
How you doing?
I got a good feeling, boss. Hello there. Let me know how I can help. And let me just say what an impressive collection of vehicles you have, boss. We gonna get rich? They're actioning that request right away. Your personal vehicle will be there any minute.
Oh man, I took this crazy chica home last night. You wouldn't even believe. So I've got her upside down, she's all así. And then I'm like, yo, don't you do the ATM? She said, in your dreams, baboso. Then she fucking left. I still have her thumb in my plate. Damn, baby chicas are for real. What's going on, my dude? Hey, give your up. I hear you. How you doing, man?
A word of warning, partner. The ID business is at maximum capacity, so you'll need to unload some bogus documents before you can print any more, or, like, make a profit, okay? Comprende? Sell something! LJT out.
Boss, it's me. I know you don't care about optics, but maybe taking some garage space in the building might be the message we need to send. Plus, it's actually really cool.
Expecting the line, are you, boss? Half the time I'm standing here like a meat mannequin, not a skilled worker, you know? Let's get ready to work. You know who makes good license plates? Prison inmates. I am paid well below my skill level. Got a whole new profile.
Nice work. Money's in the bank.
wrong with her now? If you have any problems, you bring her back to me.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
A word of warning, partner. The ID business is at maximum capacity, so you'll need to unload some bogus documents before you can print any more, or, like, make a profit, okay? Comprende? Sell something! LJT out.
Let's get to work. No one's looking for that plate. I can still work a spray can. Not bad, you ask me.
Okay, the investment's been...
That's a sweet ride, country, man.
Okay, we got a sale. Great job out there.
Oh, damn! Damn degenerate! It's on, chump.
Oh, shit.
The Traveler shirt has single needle stitching, exact sleeve lengths, and break-resistant buttons. The superior, no-wrinkle, 100% cotton Traveler shirt. Our customers' most loved shirt. Exclusively at Joseph A. Bank.
What is this place?
It's heaven.
Yeah, muscle heaven. You want to take one for a test drive?
The Challenger and Charger have the most affordable V8 engines in their classes. Check them out now during the Fast and Furious sales event. The Fate of the Furious, in theaters now.
Get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $8,812 in savings on select 2017 Charger RT models in dealer stock.
He's seen the world on the brink. Folks like him worked for decades at the Portsmouth Gaseous Diffusion Plant and quietly helped win the Cold War, but it cost him his health. America is now honoring this sacrifice by providing free home health care from Professional Case Management. It's the best possible care in the best possible place, home. If you have this card, you are eligible for free home health care. Call 855-CARE-TODAY. You've earned it.
You can lease America's best-selling car, Camry, for only $169 a month. It comes with a 5-star safety rating, 10 airbags, Bluetooth, and Entune audio with backup camera, all standard. You can buy one with $2,500 cash back or get 0% APR plus $1,000 towards your down payment. Affordable, reliable. Let's go places.
Every week, help local law enforcement get these fugitives off the streets. Join Leslie Rubin for the Fugitive Files. Tuesdays here on Eyewitness News.
This is power. This is freedom. This is tradition. This is being who you were meant to be. Where you were meant to be. This is more than a race. This is Talladega. The biggest party in NASCAR returns May 5th through 7th for the Geico 500. Call 877-GO-TO-DEGA for tickets.
Always fighting. It's that big city mentality. And those who find their way in these towns know it's the style that makes the fun. Forging a new dynasty, brick by brick. Defending their turf at all costs. This isn't a rivalry, but it should be. Yankees-Cubs, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
I'm here with Dylan Hart after he just won the Die Hard 500.
What's the question, dude?
Oh. Only one star? Yeah, when you hit police officer, you get 3 stars. Equality at its highest.
I want to be a race car driver someday. It's a great sport. I love it to death. It's all I've ever known, racing.
That's the young Dale Earnhardt Jr., and here's the 42-year-old. It is Nationwide Hendrick Chevrolet starting 12th today, and it's the first race since announcing on Tuesday that this would be his final year as a driver in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. Our pole sitter looking for his first victory this year. Back down to the left, Matt Kenseth. In fact, there's a 22-year difference on the front row. Ryan Blaney in his Ford alongside.
Yeah, and the youth moving is alive and well in NASCAR. 24-year-old Kyle Larson won yesterday. The average starting age of the top 10 yesterday was 24. There's Larson.
NASCAR hasn't been on all week.
In this car today.
And he's the points
It was on yesterday, but
points lead, and people were talking about his comment. They said that I feel like I'm the last true racer. He was referencing the fact that I'll race anytime, anywhere. That's the young generation.
And he's encouraging
the
young drivers to do the same. Get out to your local tracks, run have some fun.
We'll see some exciting action today. It's the Action Track, Richmond International Raceway, and we are live on Fox.
Fair.
Race fans, it's time for the most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command for today's Toyota Owners 400. Welcome loyal Toyota owner from Priority Toyota of Richmond, Major Eric Phillips.
And we have a winner.
Drivers, start your engines.
Oh, there we go.
Over the course of these 17 years, we've seen Dale Earnhardt Jr. on Fox at times of triumph, tragedy, but never as a driver closing in on the close of his career. So we'll see that beginning today as we head upstairs to the men who will take you through the race. Daryl, Jeff, and Mike. Gentlemen.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our perch high above Richmond International Raceway. Now, the three of us have been working the Dale Earnhardt Jr. story all weekend, reporting it all weekend here. And, Daryl, the thing that I heard that really struck me was that he gets to make this decision on his own terms and in his own time.
And Mike, I really like that, and I'm proud of Dale Jr. for the press conference. The way he handled that was so eloquent, and he did a great job with that. He wears his feelings on his sleeve. One thing he always worried about, he is a caring guy. He cares about this sport. He cares about the fans. That's why he's 14-time most popular driver.
So watch him go out and win a couple before this season's half over. Last year, Joe Gibbs Racing had won 5 of 9 races coming into Richmond. And if you put aside the fastest laps in practice and maybe the qualifying order, I don't know, Jeff, it just seems like the deck is stacked.
Don't worry, don't go around right now.
I know every weekend we talk, this is going to be their weekend, this is going to be their weekend. We know it is going to happen eventually. They have struggled on some of the bigger tracks, a mile and a half, which has been a bit of a surprise. Well, the area that I don't think they've struggled is on the shorter tracks. If you look at Martinsville, even Bristol a little bit last week, and then you look at that front row, Matt Kenseth's on the pole. Go a little bit, few rows further back. Kyle Busch is one of his best tracks. Denny Hamlin did qualify great, but this is also one of his best tracks. I think Joe Gibbs Racing could very easily get that first win of the season right here today.
So if I took them, would you want the field? We got 400 laps to talk about that. In 1953, the Atlantic Exposition Grounds held its first race on a half-mile dirt track, and since then, well, the new slogan at Richmond says it all. Chaos at every corner.
You could have gone and sit on the
He's hiding the car. It's time for you and your boys to get out.
It's easier for you instead of climbing over me.
Right foot, left foot, stop. Twitch your eyes so they think you're crazy.
If you walk the walk, you talk the talk. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more in car insurance, you switch to Geico.
Eye the eyes.
It's what you do.
Show them real slow.
No 2 allergy days feel the same. With Nasacort, even on your worst days, there's relief. Unlike antihistamines that stop just one cause of nasal allergy symptoms, Nasacort stops more. So no matter what kind of allergy day you're having, relief is yours with Nasacort.
Allergy sufferers, if symptoms at night ruin your next day, try new Zysol. It relieves symptoms while you sleep and keeps relieving all day. Because Zysol's as effective at hour 24 as at hour 1. So, be Wisol. Take new Zysol. New at Walmart.
And that's how restrictor plates reduce air intake. Moving on. Drag is one of your biggest competitors. It slows you down, so make sure your car is streamlined. And don't forget to get an edge with drafting. Take advantage of the high-pressure air between your car and the one in front. Then you can slingshot.
You guys taking notes? At the track, in the classroom, and online. Visit AccelerationNation.com or download the Acceleration Nation app today.
I am flesh and I am bone. Rise up, ting ting like glitter and gold. I got fire in my soul. Rise up, ting ting like glitter. Ting ting like
Welcome to Fox's coverage of the Toyota Owners 400 from Richmond International Raceway. 400 laps around this D-shaped 3/4 mile. Boy, this is going to be fun. There's the Toyota Camry XSE pace car that leads the field. On race day, you're used to seeing the Where's Kenny segment. Where is Kenny Wallace? What are you doing?
Herman! I tell you what, I got Buster telling me what to do here. He's telling me to slow it down a little bit. Pick her up, we're going to go to 40 miles an hour. You have to work hard, Kenny. Hey, tell you what, Jeff, I know you did it at Daytona. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, man, it's a lot of fun. But, yeah, you got a lot to take in.
You got the field stacked up behind you, pal. 40 miles an hour. Hey, listen, I want to stay out here.
Yeah, it's up to you. Buster will tell you that you could do that.
Yeah, well, you know what? They said, Herman, make sure you pull off the racetrack. I said, what if I run a lap?
Run fast. Have a good one.
And then what? If he did it, it'd be the first lap and your last lap. Have fun out there, Kenny. Here's the starting lineup for today's race. Matt Kenseth on the pole. Ryan Blaney with his third front row start of the year. Martin Truex, top 10 in both Richmond races last year. Ricky Stenhouse has a 10th place finish here. Have a look at the rest of the starting lineup, and let's get on the horn.
Let's talk to Mr. Stenhouse.
All right.
Hey, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., DW here, pal. You got me?
I got you, DW. Go ahead.
Buddy, you guys have continued to make progress with your car, your team. You're starting in 4th spot today. What do you think about this race? Got a shot at it?
Well, I love the old school red and white walls. That's the first thing I noticed when I got to Richmond this weekend. But our Fifth Third Bank Ford's been pretty solid all weekend. Been real happy with it. Got a good start spot. You know, this thing's going to slide around a lot. Track's going to change. Just going to have to be searching for grip all race. But I think if we make no mistakes, I think we'll have a good shot.
Yeah, buddy, that high line looked like it was working pretty good for you. So good luck, man, and we'll be watching.
Thank you, DW.
Boy, he'll find the high line and in a hurry. Let's get downstairs to pit road. Matt Yocum.
Mike, Martin Truex Jr.'s racing resume is impressive. Well balanced also with wins on almost every type of racetrack except short tracks. Now, if they pull off a trophy today, it would fall right in line with Christian Cole Pern's agenda of focusing more on race wins than stage wins. Looking for that big impact, Vince.
Hey, how's it going? Give me a call sometime if you need some work.
Because the team had to change the transmission after final practice. Joey told me the goal at the start is manage aggression to not burn off those tires. He said, I'm going to try to
now, is he the one that shoots car tires as they go by, or is that the other guy?
Casey Kane got his first Cup Series win here back in 2005, and last year
this was his strongest car tires.
This is the perfect place.
On that one mission, it's his other friend.
She's hot, she's slick. Biggity, biggity, biggity. Let's go racing drivers!
Slick is the word. It's near 90 degrees. That'll be the high for today. Full sunshine, a few small clouds. Going to be sliding around this place. Track temp already up.
Yeah, higher than that, Mike. 123 degrees.
Bubba J made fun of
These
NASCAR.
cars are not going to have a lot of grip, especially if you're further back. I mean,
Jeff Dunham says, NASCAR. That's another.
Okay, Rob, I'm trying to watch the race.
Yeah, there's so little tire grip here under braking, cornering, and accelerating. It's really going to test these drivers' abilities.
Jeff, I have some good news for you guys. This is the best it's going to be, so you better enjoy it, because it ain't going to last long.
And I've got to say this, in that first opening shot, I could have swore I saw that maybe the 77 of Eric Jones got a little bit of a wall coming off of turn 2.
Let's show it to you.
Yeah, he's back here.
Hey, you might have some of these sponsors.
Right. That wasn't bad.
Yeah,
just a kiss. Yeah, just a kiss. He can handle that, but boy, that was
No,
already
those
close
are
in the
mine.
opening corner.
Now, already we've seen Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Jimmy Johnson, now Dale Earnhardt Jr., working that high group, passing cars.
Stenhouse started to race on tires that he scrubbed the wall with when he was qualifying. You notice on the right side of his car, no Goodyear on his tires where it had already been up against the wall before the race ever started.
Well, and what you're going to watch here is who's fast in the early part of the run, who wants to push and use up a little bit more of those Goodyear tires, and who's going to use up too much of them and fade on the long runs. We typically see some pretty decent long greens like this. 77, Eric Jones.
I mean, that car went straight.
That's the funny thing about me and blimps. When I was a kid,
never turned.
No, it never did. Come down the back. Had a flat. He was running 20th.
Saw him brush the wall on lap
People would go.
Told he cut a left front tire.
Right now.
Well, did he probably made contact with somebody else
and that's on
the left side and cut that left front tire.
Yeah, maybe when he got into the wall, he bounced off that wall and got into somebody. And I guess he cut down left front tire. Sounds like.
That looks cool.
He already realizes there's something wrong. You can see the high line he's taking in there.
Blackfin.
Tire's down.
Try to get it slowed down, a little wiggle.
The Invitero.
Straight into the wall.
Heavy contact. Saw the front of the car rear up in the air. That means he hit the wall.
Let her see with Blackfin.
And the car is pretty much destroyed.
Now he is right across from the entrance to the garage area, which is where that car is likely headed. Larry McReynolds.
Yeah, Mike, you want fresh tires any chance you get. And even though we've only run 5 or 6 laps, I think maybe the back half of the field will come. Remember, these were not sticker tires. These were the tires that had several cycles that they qualified on Friday. So we may see the back half possibly come.
And you know, Larry, that could work into Austin Dillon's favor because he started to race.
Jr. on pit road. A couple more. Just like you said, Larry, they're following him down pit road.
Yeah, Dillon started on new tires.
Larson, Keselowski, Patrick coming to pit road, along with Buscher, Almirola, Ty Dillon, Menard, Landon Castle, Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, and Cole Whitt are all on pit road. Let's go back to lap 1.
It looks a lot like the PlayStation 2 controller.
And see if we see
controllers like wireless.
Any contact.
I know.
Looking down at the lower right
corner. I wish they like a PlayStation 2 controller.
Because I played a PlayStation 2 before and it kind of, it looks exactly like it. It's just not.
Eric tried to go 3 wide, or if just Casey Kane went into the middle to make it 3 wide, but somehow they got 3 wide, and there just wasn't enough room off of turn 2.
Chris Neville?
How do you say that word?
Really hoping to try and turn this around this weekend. Eric Jones so strong in the short tracks. He ran up front last week, but
had that middle word, I cannot do that whatsoever.
And today, obviously, we just saw that contact with Casey Kane.
Well, under NASCAR's new damaged vehicle policy, if they haul that car to the garage area, they're out of the race.
Yeah, I believe he's out of the race.
Cacaw.
They could, if you could get it to pit road, try to make repairs, but that is heavy damage. There you can see the marks on Kane's car from the contact that ended up in a flat right front, left front for Eric Jones.
Yep.
A very similar situation, but with the right front tire for Eric Jones last week at Bristol with a lap car that he was passing. But it doesn't take much. It's amazing how little contact and moving that fender on that tire can cause it to go flat that quick.
Particularly early in the race, pressures are really low already.
Talking about like a black car with fluorescent
Take a look at how Kyle Busch is driving this weekend, brought to you by Carfax. He comes in here with more wins on the 3/4 mile at Richmond than any other driver in the field, and looked very, very good in practice.
And Mike, back to Eric Jones just a second. I mean, Goodyear recommends 12 pounds of minimum air pressure in your left side tires. They probably dropped it down a little bit more than that. A little bit of contact, and it'll cut that sidewall right down.
As we get ready to go back to green, Jeff, how about the AARP keys to the drive today?
Yeah, it's an unusually hot day today here in Richmond with temps in the 90s. That's 20 degrees above average for this time of the year, so drivers will be pushed to the limit physically. With those high temps comes a lack of grip, cars sliding all over this racetrack, and the driver that saves the tires and minimizes that sliding with the car will have an advantage. And with those challenges of heat and lack of grip, it will be easy to make mistakes, especially late in this race. So force others to make them, not you.
We were going to go back to green, but there's debris near the entrance to pit road. They'll have to get that, so we're going to add 1 lap. Matt Kenseth has led all 10 laps so far. He and Ryan Blaney will line back up on the outside. So here's today's Ford Performance Track Facts.
What was that? Fire code.
Richmond International Raceway. Both Team Penske drivers won at Richmond in 2014. The Wood brothers.
No, I was going to say.
Blaney, up restarting on the front row, scored their first win here.
First light and that like burn cars or something.
Speedy Thompson was the winner for the Woodlands.
See, I don't know shit about cars.
It's a nice restart here. You run 10 laps, kind of got the tire pressure built up. We may not see the same results that we saw in that first start.
Well, I knew we were going to see some action on this short track here at Richmond today. I didn't know it was going to start off at turn 2.
The first car with new tires is Dale Earnhardt Jr. back in 24. Back there with Brad Keselowski, Danica Patrick, Al Mirola, Buescher, and more.
And that'll really pay off if they have a longer green flag run right now. Yeah, it'll pay off a little bit in the short run too, but really on the long run.
Eric Jones checked and released at the infield care center, and more debris has been found, perhaps coming off Eric Jones' car as they dragged it back to the garage. And that's the case. They're going back up in the middle of turns 3 and 4 to fix that.
I know somebody that really didn't want to see this caution. That's Matt Kenseth.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that launch he got on the start? He was taking off.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't think we're going to see the same result on this restart, because I know that 21 and that 78 are not going to let Matt get away.
Cha-ching! That's a banker, folks.
They have a feel for the track conditions and whether the car's turning. If it's loose in, they can adjust brake bias. They can adjust their track bar. So this will be different.
Circle K on Matt's car this week, first time. It's Circle Kansas, I guess.
Well, he KO'd the field in qualifying.
He did, my
kind of like the way the Cubs took advantage of the Red Sox yesterday. Wow. That would have been fun to be in Fenway.
They are for real, aren't they?
Oh. Little chance. Here we go. Green flag in the air, and again, Kenseth and Truex on the inside get a real good start.
Yeah, but Blaney makes a great big dive down into turn 1, trying to get the outside of Kenseth. Not going to happen there.
Yeah, I did think that outside that first go-round on that first start was a little dirty, but now it's cleaned off. That's going to come alive.
3 wide down the back straightaway further back.
Well, they were 4 wide in turn 2, and who was the car way up on the outside? Dale Jr.
At 88, got new tires on going down the front right here, 3 wide in a big barrel of traffic.
Oh, he's going to go 4 wide down here.
Yep.
Not going to work. 32 slides up in front of him.
Got to go where they're not.
I see a little smoke off the 32. Maybe some damage in the left front.
Second place. Truex trying to take advantage of Blaney, but Ryan Blaney gets such a good run up and off the corner.
Yeah, he likes that outside look pretty good when we saw that in practice. A lot of cars could run that high line and make exceptionally good time.
Well, what you can do here, you can turn that car down on the inside, big block a little bit difficult for them, force them to use up those tires early, and then we see Blaney get clear. Truex's car was so good around the bottom in practice, looks pretty good right now as well.
So Blaney establishes second for the moment. Truex right back alongside, second place. And here's Chris Neville.
And 2 weeks in a row, Eric Jones finds the wall. Eric, good to see you're okay. What happened there? I got ran right in the wall on lap 1. We're 3 wide on lap 1 of a 400-lap race. And the 5 just squeezed me into the fence off of 2. And I was doing all I could not to wreck all of us. And apparently we got a tire. After that, blew left front going into 3 and destroyed our race car. So it's really unfortunate. Made 3 laps or whatever. And, we're loaded up and going home. So it's disappointing. I think we had a pretty good car. But we'll just have to come back next week stronger.
I'll tell you what, I just saw something. I didn't think it was going to work. At 78, 18, and 21, 3 wide up there in the middle of 1 and 2, but they pulled it off.
The 21 of Blaney went up the racetrack.
Yeah, just 4 of us.
Stuffed it in there in the middle. Kyle Busch.
Oh, imagine that.
I know, shocking.
Well, now Kurt Busch has had trouble all weekend. They had electrical problems in practice. First a spark plug wire, then they thought a battery problem, and now this.
Hold on, working 13.0 off. They said try to shut it off and then recrank the cool box. You can reset it though. That's what I already tried.
That's not going to go over very well. I was already talking about how hot it is. It's not only hot, it's very humid. And on days like that, now he'll have fluid, so hopefully, and that will certainly help keep him hydrated. But you want that air box blowing some air around inside that car.
Not only that, I saw Kurt walking through the garage area an hour and a half before the start of the race. Already had his fire suit on.
Green pilot, oh no, green pilot.
Well, he's a man of constant sorrow. They have had
actually, that kind of would be disgusting.
They have had issue after issue after
green pilot, green pilot.
And look how hot it is inside the car. This is Denny Hamlin's car. We've got a
green pilot, also green pilot.
121, almost 122
52 degrees. And that sensor is down next to his hip. The readout is up here on the side of the headrest, so our camera can capture.
How do you think that would actually taste?
That
depends on the woman.
That little bit of information.
Awful fucking salty, honestly.
Temperature action all the way around the track.
What do you think, Mayor?
It's sweet and salty.
20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines. Sail away from the safe harbor.
Get drunk.
Trade winds in your
Do
sails.
drugs.
Explore. Dream. Discover. Corolla. With Toyota.
I didn't even mention. I didn't even know he was going to say explore. I was just saying explore.
And the wolf huffed and puffed.
Like you do sometimes, Grandpa?
But when you have COPD, it can be hard to breathe. It can be hard to get air out, which can make it hard to get air in. So I talked to my doctor, and she said,
Symbicort could help you breathe better, starting within 5 minutes. Symbicort doesn't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden symptoms. Symbicort helps provide significant improvement of your lung function. Symbicort is for COPD, including chronic bronchitis and emphysema. It should not be taken more than twice a day. Symbicort contains formoterol. Medicines like formoterol increase the risk of death from asthma problems. Symbicort may increase your risk of lung infections, osteoporosis, and some eye problems. You should tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it.
Symbicort could mean a day with better breathing. Watch out, piggies!
Symbicort. Breathe better, starting within 5 minutes.
Get Symbicort free for up to 1 year. Visit SaveOnSymbicort.com today to learn more.
At KFC, we choose to make spicy, crispy chicken sandwiches. Not because it is easy, but because it is hard. We choose not only to launch KFC's new Zinger sandwich in a $5 fillet, but to take it to space. Will it be easy? No. Will it be hard? Yes. We've already covered that. But when we succeed, we will lick our fingers good! Try the Zinger sandwich before it goes to space. At AutoZone, we know you don't need an expensive new tool. That's why we loan over 100 specialty tools.
I wonder if there really are some
Bring it back when you're
space.
done.
Actually, it'd be funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe. Let's get you what you need.
The Toyota Owners 400 on Fox is sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places. By KFC's new spicy, crispy Zinger chicken sandwich. It's finger licking good. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR.
Matt Kenseth, your leader from the pole. He's led all 27 laps with the biggest movers since the restart. Kyle Larson and Brad Keselowski. Also Ty Dillon, Dale Jr., Eric Almirola on the move.
Yeah, all of them on those new, fresh Goodyears.
You know what I just noticed on the scoring monitor? Kenseth running a 23 with a 9. Then there's 2 8s, 2 7s, and another 9 in the first 5 cars. All running pretty much the same speed around this racetrack right at this point.
Right now we're seeing the line really wide now. You see Ryan Blaney there, went down in turn 3 and 4, went almost all the way to the wall. Yeah, about that 30 down to 1 and 2, but yet you've got the 31 of Ryan Newman going by on the inside, right around the bottom.
So it's Ryan Blaney fighting for 6th after starting on the outside pole.
Yeah, it's their third start of the season, but if they've had one issue this weekend, it's been their short run speed. And Chief Jeremy Bullins told me we want to fire off better today. He said, if we do, I think we're going to have a really good day.
Fair, here's Roy.
Has been better on the long run, but they didn't fire off so great here.
He's ground.
They dropped a few positions.
You know, guys, I've been watching Kevin Harvick in this 4-car. He's running 4th. He has a pretty good cushion over Phil Jr. Kyle Busch up there in 3rd. He has been playing this racetrack from the yellow line to the wall, especially down to 3 and 4, just trying to find.
Such a happy.
We've already slowed down up into 24-second. Track record here, 21.7, I think it is something in that range. So, man, the pace really dropped off in a hurry.
Meanwhile, Kurt Busch continues to lose spots, man. 6 of them since the restart.
Told this team there was some kind of malfunction with his AC unit. The team changed that out last night, put a brand new one in the car. He has a brand new unit in there right now. It's now malfunctioned, so there's evidently something amiss in the wiring that they're not going to be able to fix. They're going to hand him water bottles through the window at each stop.
This little group right here, man, I'm telling you, they're all over each other, all over the racetrack. Everybody's looking for an advantage, and they can't find one.
And there, 3 wide, 4 wide. Look at this guy. That was Danica in the middle there as well. Allmendinger the outside.
That's the great one. 3 wide all the rest of the way around this racetrack. Unbelievable.
He would like to make it 4 if he could down this front.
This is the result of a hot, slick racetrack that came last year with a newer tire that really lays rubber. Widen up the group, less downforce of the cars. This is fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, man.
Doing so well.
Well, then let's take a look at today's Liberty Mutual Insurance Worry Less strategy, Larry.
Well, Mike, this would have been for all 40 drivers, but in particular now, the report we're getting on Kurt Busch, that 41 car, and his crew chief, Tony Gibson. Stay cool and comfortable. It's one of the hottest races we've run this year. You saw it. Cockpit temperature over 120 degrees. What Kurt has to let Tony know what he needs on the next pit stop. Water, ice bags, it doesn't matter. Just don't wait too late. Don't be a hero here. Let me know what you need, what I can help you do.
Hey, Mike, you know, we talk about a lot of cars.
You mean like 5 cars under a blanket?
Yeah, 5 or 6 of them.
I can never do that whatsoever.
It's incredible.
Larry, you know, we talk and document this a lot.
NASCAR and
inside the
racing
car, his passion. He's a great communicator. He gives a lot of great detail to Tony Gibson and that team. But when he's hot and this starts to affect him later in the race, frustration could very easily kind of come into play and make it very difficult to tune on this car.
It's one old Tony Gibson going to have to get on that radio and
calm him down.
I love this battle. Lost to Dillon. I can't believe that the sides on that car are still straight because he has been threading the needle in this back.
I can't believe it's not buttered.
Back and forth. You got Danica Patrick,
it actually is buttered.
Landon Castle, A.J. Allmendinger, Dillon, Trevor Bayne, and right behind all of them, Paul Menard just kind of looking in, hoping this sorts out so then he can make a move.
And Mike, the eye of the needle is not very big.
No, it's not.
It's awesome.
Oh, that's a little concern to Matt Kenseth. His Toyota led
no.
the 39 laps so far, the only laps he's so far led this year.
Okay, anyone like coming in first place in everything that matters? Introducing the all-new 2017 Ford Super Duty, the only high-strength, military-grade, aluminum alloy body, heavy-duty pickup. It takes first place in every measure of tough. Best-in-class towing, best-in-class payload, and best-in-class torque. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is the all-new Ford Super Duty, 2017 Motor Trend Truck of the Year.
Want to know who's going to be the next big thing? These guys have an idea.
Are you kidding me?
This spring, pick your power. Steel fuel-powered equipment is the #1 selling brand in America, and the Steel Lightning battery system delivers the power to do more on a single charge. Right now, save $10 on the BG50 handheld blower, just $129.95. Plus, get a free 6-pack of Steel HP Ultra Oil and double your limited warranty with purchase of the FS56 RCE trimmer. Pick your power, then pick up a Steel. Visit SteelDealers.com.
Chevy is the most awarded car company 3 years in a row.
Really?
Let's see how quickly you can read through all their awards.
2017 Motor Trend Car of the Year.
Kelley Blue Book 2016 Best Resale Value. 2016 JD Power Highest Quality Braking. 10 best blah blah blah.
Only about 90 more to go.
That's a lot of awards.
Find your tag and get 16% below MSRP on select Trax vehicles in stock. That's over $3,700 on this Chevy Trax. See your 5-star Chevy dealer.
Take on all kinds of jobs around your property with a Kubota BX70 Series subcompact tractor. They're easy to drive and work smoothly even in tight spaces. Plus, you can add a loader, backhoe, drive over mower deck, and more. The Kubota BX is compact and gentle on turf, but has the power and versatility to handle a wide range of garden and yard chores. It's a must-have for any property owner. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Find your Kubota at Ricer Equipment in Jackson or Lucasville, Ohio.
How to make sure you and your money are protected. Monday at 10 on Eyewitness News.
That's a reasonable facsimile of Matt Kenseth. He's the guy that's been making all the big moves, leading every one of 45 laps so far here in Richmond.
Look at those moves.
Reminds me of what Carl Edwards said about him. So what did y'all do with the real Matt Kenseth?
Oh, no, he's out there leading this race from the pole.
First laps he's led this year.
And he's your Toyota top performer with Martin Truex and Kyle Busch right behind. And Denny Hamlin, who started the race 16th, up to 9th.
If you haven't led any, why don't you just go ahead and lead them all? That'll put that to rest. I think right now, Matt's probably the only car I see that just consistently runs the same line over and over and over every lap that he's been out there so far.
Well, you can see how long it's been since Joe Gibbs Racing went this deep into the season without a victory. Now, two cars bear note, one for backing up, one for jumping ahead. The backup car is Ryan Blaney, who started second. He's now 14th. And the moving up car is Brad Keselowski. Keselowski restarted 7th, broke into the top 5 laps ago. Now he's in 4th, trying to chase down Kyle Busch, Matt.
And Mike, Brad Keselowski told me before the race that his car is not a short-run car at all. Really struggling with that type of a format. He's hoping that Larry Mack's usual trend of some long runs here at Richmond will come to fruition. It really comes into him working the track bar adjuster, trying to work some of that free out of the tube.
Well, a couple laps ago, that was the fastest car on the racetrack. He had 0.2 of a second on the field. As you see a lot of different lines here. That's Timmy Hill in the middle as Clint Boyer goes down to catch him one lap down.
Well, let's not forget, too, with Keselowski, not only does he have a good car in the long runs, he came in and took 4 tires on that caution.
You know, one thing that I love about day racing, it's hot, it's slick, and the reason we're having cars run all over this racetrack is for that very reason. If it's a night race, it'll all be hovering around the bottom, trying to run that bottom lane. Here today, you can run anywhere you want to.
And that's why track president Dennis Bigmeyer, his boss Clay Campbell, and the ISC people moved this race permanently to Sunday from being a Saturday night race. They wanted to see more passing, see more excitement. And today, we're getting it.
Well, we sure are. And the reason why drivers and cars gravitate up towards the top, when you try to get on the brakes and you're losing grip with the tires every single lap, you try to get on the brakes to go to the bottom and tax those front tires and rear tires, it's just easier on everything to drift up. Let the car sort of dance and walk itself up. Get it turned where the car wants to turn, then ease back in that throttle, and you have more momentum coming off the corner when you come off that top line off those corners.
I call that the slide factor. You got to put that little slide factor in there, and you slide right up to the wall.
Okay, so we're doing, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but basically we are trying to make as much money as can so I can complete the April goals. And sorry for the noise, I'm watching the NASCAR.
Compromise, even though he'd like to see an adjustment, Adam Stevens is trying to tell him, let's be a little bit patient and let's see how this track changes.
Keselowski trying to complete the pass here. And does.
Oh, I didn't know she was in here.
Well, we're a little over halfway in stage 1 here, 53 laps. And it's kind of settled into which line do I want to run, high or low?
What I'm curious to see with the line moving around, will it stay like that? I've seen when it goes up high, you start laying rubber down, all of a sudden they start gravitating back towards the middle, back down to the bottom.
GTA 3.
I just kind of like
GTA, Validate's running
GTA. Got off that yellow line.
He doesn't have to. He's got a good race car.
What is the GTA called?
Chase Elliott. He's searched every square inch of his racetrack so far in this race, trying to find that groove that works best for him and gets the lap time.
It's GTA 5. GTA 5. Now, would GTA Lost in the Game and GTA Validate would that be like GTA 2, 4.5, 4.8,
these drivers
4.9
are able to get the lap time. It pops up on their dash every single lap, but it does help having a spot, looking out there, seeing what other cars are doing, where they're running, and which cars are running down.
I like what Clint Boyer said. I think Larry told me, he said, you need to drive in a little harder. He said, I'm so loose, I'm the best I can do.
pitch. Ryan Blaney started on the front row. He was just passed by Joey Logano in a similar car that started in the last row. What's up with the 21?
Boy, he has really got a handful right now. Ryan Blaney says the car is just way loose in, and then they can't connect the corner at all. He needs more help in the center, and the drive off isn't very good either. So that's the trifecta. Certainly looking for some help on this pit stop when it comes available.
And Mike, I think those aero package we have now, that real small, real spoiler, you drive in the corner hard, you're on the brakes, you don't have enough rear blade back there to hold the back of the car, and it makes you really loose in.
Now these two have passed and repassed each other several times already for 6th place. Ryan Newman in the 31, Stenhouse in the 17, and Denny Hamlin is about to catch them. All this for 6th place, 8 seconds behind the leader, who continues to be Matt Kenseth in that Joe Gibbs Toyota.
Hi, thanks for coming. This year, Chevy received more J.D. Power Initial Quality Awards than any other car brand.
I'm very, very impressed.
Did I mention they received more of them last year, too? Look at that.
Oh, wow.
And the year before that. And the year before that.
So it keeps going.
In fact, Chevy has received more J.D. Power Awards for initial quality than any other car company, 4 years in a row.
I'm speechless. Impressive. Chevy, stepping up their game.
Choppers.
Touted now in sight.
Target not out of sight. Call the doctor. Looks like you have missile poisoning. Mobile strike. Download it right now. Free from the App Store.
Viagra single packs. So guys with ED can take Viagra when they need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension. Your blood pressure could drop to an unsafe level. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra single packs.
It's time to pick a used car.
I really don't want to get ripped off.
I can help.
Yeah, show me the Carfax.
Only Carfax gives you the most accurate price based on a car's history. Start your used car search and get free Carfax reports at Carfax.com.
Hey, you'll want to sit down for this, because you can get a large 2-topping Pizza Hut pizza for $7.99 delivered, which you can reorder using the Hut Seat. Okay, that thing's ridiculous. Simply reorder on your phone with just a few clicks. It's the easiest way to order. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The Toyota Owners 400 on Fox is sponsored by Chevrolet, the most awarded car company 3 years in a row. By AARP, real possibilities. And by Budweiser, pursuing the American dream since 1876. This Bud's for you.
64 laps complete, 36 to go in this stage. You're riding with Brad Keselowski for second place. Car in the wall, turn 4, Stenhouse. Might have had a little help as he battled Denny Hamlin for position.
These two have been going
they've been racing really, really hard, that little group right there, and Stenhouse has been right out against that wall last several laps.
We are under caution.
The caution that Brad Keselowski did not want to see. Man, I think he was going to go up there and get the lead.
Racing for 7th place down the backstretch.
Yeah, just looked like Stenhouse got in there a little high, got a little bit loose, stepped out, couldn't catch it. There's a great angle.
Yeah, I don't think
Come on, player, all player. Boy, nice job of Denny by staying off.
I don't think so. Hamlin made no contact.
I do think there's a little bit of a domino effect. Yeah, here we go on with Kyle Larson. I think he got in the back end. Not really. I thought he got into the back of Dale Earnhardt Jr., but not at all.
Here's what Denny said.
If you wanted to race, let's race, but what an idiot.
Well,
okay, write that down. That's our first
if
idiot.
you've been watching this battle, they had been running one another really hard, not wanting to give up that spot.
Pit road's open, Matt.
And Brad Keselowski, he needed more help getting some good grip.
That's all right. It was going to happen anyways, because this is a game with guns in it, yet the civilians act like idiots when a gun's fired.
What are they doing?
They drive like fucking retards.
Wouldn't you kind of drive like a retard if guns start firing?
No. I mean, I'd get away as fast as I could, but I wouldn't cut off traffic or run into other vehicles and run into walls and all the stupid shit civilians do.
What it looks like is ran off somewhere and one of them exploded and all. Like they were trying to escape and just flew off one of the ledge trying to get the car exploded. Run, go, whoa! Boom! You know, it's not so long since I played 64, about to get to everything. I don't even remember how the game starts. I don't even know what they. The only character I know, I remember the game is Tony. He's the only guy I know.
This is new Zysol, the wise new choice for allergy relief. If symptoms like these keep you from a good night's sleep and ruin your next day, try new Zysol. It relieves symptoms while you sleep and keeps relieving all day, because it's as effective at hour 24 as it is at hour 1. It's original prescription strength with no prescription needed. So, for continuous allergy relief, be wise all. Take new Zysol.
Right now, at McDonald's, get any small McCafe, frappe, smoothie, or shake for just $2. $2? I mean, how do you top a delicious, delectable, gotta have it now deal like that? Oh, yes. Of course. That's how. Cha-ching. And to top that off, every 6 McCafe beverage is free with our app. Only at McDonald's.
Introducing the Mercedes-Benz family of vans, including the full-size Sprinter and the mid-size Metris.
I do remember only one.
There's
one mission around the where you have to take Tony.
If this is your
and you're at a bar or some sort.
Then these are your vans. Vans for professionals. Strictly professionals. Best commercial van residual value according to ALG, and starting at just $25,995. Mercedes-Benz vans born to run.
Or the stuff you eat.
One gains you health, one gains you armor.
Whether it's our laser measured floor liners, tech liner for your bed and tailgate, bump step, side window deflectors, or no-drill mud flaps, WeatherTech provides the ultimate in protection for your vehicle. Order today at WeatherTech.com.
Selling your secrets since 1996.
WeatherTech.
The speeding police have nabbed 3 on pit stops. Kyle Busch, too fast entering the pits in one of those pie-shaped sections. If you're on the inside, you're going to travel less time than if you're on the outside. For Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Chris Buescher, they were too fast exiting, so they will restart at the tail end of the longest line. Speed is a calculation, not a measurement. It is distance over time, miles per hour. But in some of these segments that are pie-shaped, if you're on the inside, the distance NASCAR measured is a constant. But it takes less time to go that far than it takes to go that far. Drivers sometimes get nailed.
Yeah, so that was the section we believe Kyle Busch was in. The section that Dale Earnhardt Jr. was in was further down pit road. This section that you're seeing on TV. Now, I will say that we watched several cars practice pit road, and 18 was one of them that came down several times. I'm a little bit surprised they were one of those that were penalized.
You know who's just as surprised? Dale Earnhardt Jr. Listen.
That was 2 yellows, not 1 orange, and then it's 2 orange. I had 1 dot, 1 orange. Well, man, I'm losing a lot of faith in this. I can't do it much differently than that. Y'all gonna have to get a little less aggressive. Catch up for me. That's on us.
No, a lot of what he's talking about is in certain sections they feel like they can ramp that speed up and then slow it down in other sections. I think he just needs to hold a constant.
Greg Ives said that's on us, and they know how close it was.
It's just asking a little bit too much, in my opinion, out of the drivers on pit road for so little gain.
Back under green, 3 wide, Larson to the top side.
Shocking.
Larson was really starting to use that outside. I mean, he was right up against the wall last several laps there before that caution. He was making some good time up there.
Every week he goes dirt track racing somewhere. He gets to here to the NASCAR Cup Series, and he doesn't mind throwing it up top and sliding it around some more.
And look to the inside of Ryan Newman. And from the back, boy, Kyle Busch has been going 3 and 4 wide, trying to make up some of that lost ground from the penalty. There he is, top of the picture.
He's trying to go 3 and 4 wide. There's nowhere to go. He's using the front bumper. He's using every tactic he has.
There he goes.
There he goes 3 wide
right there.
And we're told Kyle Busch made some contact back there.
No, he made a lot of contact. Oh. he was all over the place there for a few laps.
So he gets a big run off the top. Ooh, that's how you cut a left rear tire down or a right front tire, is that kind of contact.
You know what I love? I've heard these drivers say they race harder back here than they do up front.
Because they have to?
Because they have to keep up.
Third place, Larson and Harvick. Vince?
Yeah, Kyle Larson, and this may be a bad sign for what's to come for the 42. He said, I don't think the fans are working on the floor because my feet are roasting. Going to be hot enough inside that car, but then to have your feet on fire can't be good at the beginning of this race.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Jeff, you know, I've had that happen. It'll burn a blister on the back of that hill in a heartbeat.
Yeah, the teams have done a great job insulating the floor, but you still need to move some air around there. That's what they'll do. They'll take one of those hoses with an inline fan, and that's what they talk about, the blowers and the fans, and it just moves air inside the car, even around their feet.
Yeah, we put cups or anything on the bottom of our heels to keep from burning, but it didn't always work.
And I've noticed Kyle Larson, he runs those little booties on his heel that protect him from the heat already. They're obviously not working right now.
You're going to have to shake that booty.
Kyle Busch racing for 22nd with Danica Patrick and Paul Menard.
He has a really fast race car. He just has nowhere to go. He's going to have to go 3 and 4 wide.
You're going to have to do it out for now. I can't
ahead of him.
Daniel Suarez trying to follow Busch up through there. Now, Clint Bowyer in 8th place. His boss, Tony Stewart's had a lot of success here at Richmond, Matt.
And Clint Bowyer battling a loose race car, trying to make some headway, and under caution, he got a few suggestions from the boss.
I think where you're at on the racetrack where you really need to be. That zone you work that whole run, that's all the higher I think you really want to be right now. Yeah, 10-4. I mean, some of those guys get some speed up there, but I think it's too early to be showboat.
And I told you, it is a little treacherous up there. We just saw with Ricky Stenhouse. If you get a little bit loose, you hit the wall, and you do some pretty serious damage.
And we've been hearing that drivers are really maxing out their track bar. A lot of cars are in a loose condition, so moving that track bar down on the right rear helps them in the right rear. We've heard some of them dropping the track bar 2 to 3 inches, or asking, how far can I go with the track bar?
Well, it's over 90 degrees out there, ambient temperature. The track temperature's got to be about 130 now.
We're going to keep it right here for you with 20 laps to go in stage 1 at Richmond.
Now you're kind of cool.
Just moments away from adding a new chapter to college basketball's most storied rivalry.
For generations, you've celebrated the holidays with Smithfield and our hand-trimmed, slow-smoked hams. It's a flavor so genuine, we could only do one thing: cut it. Introducing Smithfield Anytime Favorites, the legendary taste you crave, sliced and diced to satisfy your craving anytime. Flavor hails from Smithfield.
People know me as Dale Earnhardt Jr. race car driver, but I have many sides. In my office, they call me boss man. I scout the talent, close the deals, do it all with a firm handshake. Gentlemen, to others, I'm Water Cooler Dale. Have y'all seen the pictures of Janet's baby? Oh, yeah. So cute. It's so cute. Oh, man. Yeah, that's
He has his own company?
Unreal. For protecting your small business and more, Nationwide is on your side.
Hard times spread just like the flu. Watch out, homeboy, don't let it catch you. Prices go up, don't let your pocket go down. When you got short money, you're stuck on the ground.
I would think that was one that had a mounted machine gun on it.
Hard times.
It would, because it's nowhere to put it.
I know, that's what I'm trying to say. If I could put him out of the machine gun, where the hell would I put it?
Weeknights, Tucker moves to 8. No topic is off limits, and he's holding nothing back. Now at its brand new time, catch Tucker Carlson tonight at 8.
87 laps complete at Bristol, 13 to go in stage 1. Last week at Bristol, Kyle Larson led all of stage 1. Matt Kenseth is trying to do the same. As you look at the 4th place battle, that's Brad Keselowski to the inside of Kevin Harvick.
He's down there looking, but boy, it's hard to get under somebody and make any kind of to be able to accelerate off the corner when you're underneath somebody like he is. Harvick might be able to get it done here. Larry, what you got, bud?
Well, just looking at Brad Keselowski, and Matt Yoakum touched on this on that 2 car. It's been 15 laps since we went back racing. They told me this morning they hope this thing has long green flag runs. That's what they need because they're not very good on the short run with that 2 car.
That's something that 2 car and the 22 of Joey Logano really been working on. We've seen them have tremendous short run speed in the last couple of years, and now they've got the long run speed. And then look behind that, Denny Hamlin. If anybody has long run speed here at this racetrack, it's Denny Hamlin. He really knows how to get the rear tires hooked up off the corner.
Yeah, at the top of the show, we talked about not looking too hard at the starting lineup or the practice sheet. Hamlin concentrated all weekend on making his car comfortable, said he's very happy with it, and that's evident as he's knocking on the door in the top 5.
That was a pretty nice move right there by Keselowski, trying to get to the outside pick. Use that pick in the lap car that they came up on, and there he goes. He's going to get to the quarter panel. All he needs to do is just get there, and I think he'll have an advantage to be able to make this pass, but he doesn't do it. He runs out of room off of 2, opening up the door for Hamlin.
Hamlin is so easy on the throttle. I love the way that man drives a short track. Smooth, consistent, takes care of the tires, takes care of the car. That's how you win short track racing.
Yeah, watch Hamlin, what he does. His technique here is amazing. He drives it so nice and easy. It just lets the car roll down to the bottom of it. Easy on that throttle, like you were saying, DW.
Yeah, I'm not in the car, but it just didn't look like he used a lot of brake. He just lets the momentum of the car roll in there, and he eases back in that gas.
He's a retailer, right?
Let's look at the gas pedal up the right.
What's he called again?
A character?
Something you'll see here
No,
in Richmond,
his job.
as we get more and more laps on the tires.
What you're doing right
these
now.
Temperatures, he won't
You
get
bring
wide
the
open.
cars to people, tow them away, and then let people ask you to get cars and then bring them to them.
And this is his place. Denny Hamlin has an 11-year-old.
Okay, whatever the hell Franklin's job is.
That became a winner
Before
here. He
he
comes in
met
here, feels
Michael.
this is his house.
Yeah, Mike, that 22 car Logano starting rear with a transmission change, and he has done a really,
Imagine
really
a guy
nice job, just like his teammate.
that works like that, delivering the vehicles, doing exactly what you're fucking doing. Going down hills, ramming into other people.
3/4 of a second on Chase
Blood on the
stage point. As we're just 6 to go
on
in
the
stage 1.
truck.
Look how, can you get any closer without a hit? I mean, that 42 is scraping the wall.
Almost.
Watch him get in the corner. He gets in there really nice and high. Wow.
Back here, 12th place. Jimmy Johnson.
I'm so sad. What do you say?
Jimmy Johnson felt like his car was a little bit better.
I don't know, Patrick Split said.
A little bit surprised that he hasn't moved forward more, even though they didn't qualify very well.
Don't you think it's a little early for him to...
Anymore, and they call that, I just ignore it. It's just another noise to me. Another noise in the game.
This one up in that 13 hauler. Ty came up in there. Booty walked through the
list of things they changed on that car last night. And he says, here's what our simulation
hard place for
tells us
helicopter,
you'll
but
have.
okay.
He said, but I'm also going to tell you, we're penalized for practice next week. It took us so long to make all these changes.
Yeah, computers are driving a lot of these setups around the cars these days through simulation.
2 to go in stage 1. Let's quickly recap the drivers who had speeding penalties on that stop. They had to come from the back. Kyle Busch is up to 18th, Dale Jr. to 22nd, Chris Buescher to 25th.
You're going to have them early.
I hate the feel of the car of this one. I like the GP4.
Kevin Harvick.
On this one, it handles a lot better. On Ford, this particular helicopter on Ford handled like shit. You could hardly fucking fly it.
You have to fly it hard.
Stage 1.
Boy, Larson also making a big run.
Now you're just going to
the outside. Can he make this stick and get the momentum?
I'm flying back to my garage, but I'm fucking...
You'd think immediately the military was not going to get me shot or something like that. Like, holy shit. Get the tops. They would know what to do.
Here's the race for second place at the line.
It's not like he's an ace or anything.
That looked like that Daytona finish from where Denny Hamlin beat Martin Truex by the same margin.
Oh, that was so cool if you have to destroy something anyway.
Anyone who thinks you gotta make a truck heavier
I did that
to make
once.
it stronger has
I
been
missed my
working
target. I was
too
going to
long
hit, and I hit such a
Meet the
sticking way.
2017 Ford Super Duty. They cut weight with a high-strength, military-grade aluminum alloy body and reinvested a big chunk of it to beef up the high-strength steel frame. Time to punch work.
Umbrella Beach.
This is the all-new Ford Super Duty 2017 Motor Trend Truck of the Year.
The Shazam app can name a song in a matter of seconds. Can you? Welcome to my house. On May 25th.
Let's do this.
Fox returns to
Where
Fox.
you're home of the Boxcar.
I'm hosting Fox's new game show, Beat Shazam.
It's so far out of reach.
Can you name any song from any genre?
But you can find it here in Umbrella Beach.
$1 million.
Let's see if you got what it takes.
Can
You get it?
beat Shazam? Premieres Thursday, May 25th. Only on Fox. Wait, Taco Bell has fries?
The Boxcar.
Dipping them in nacho cheese sauce? Ketchup's still cool, right?
It's
I'm
so
still
far
cool,
out of
right?
reach. But it's sitting under Umbrella Beach.
New $1 nacho fries from Taco Bell. Don't miss what's next in
It's a
fries.
song sing by Allison.
At State Equipment, you can get Kubota quality with the ultimate subcompact tractor, the Kubota VX25D. Front-end loader and backhoe come standard on this 4x4, 25-horsepower diesel tractor.
I have
the
come from
availability of
another
additional
planet.
attachments to tackle your gardening and lawn care needs.
Where
With
helicopters
0 down
fly
and
in
0%
space.
72-month financing for just $255.74 per month. Try one out today at State Equipment.
Seriously, what is this place?
It's heaven.
Yeah, muscle heaven. You want to take one for a test drive?
The Challenger and Charger have the most affordable V8 engines in their classes. Check them out now during the Fast and Furious sales event. The Fate of the Furious, in theaters now.
Get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $8,812 in savings on select 2017 Charger RT models in dealer stock.
Fries have been crinkled and curled, waffled, but they've never been nachoed. New Nacho Fries Supreme are dusted with Mexican spices and loaded with everything you love about Taco Bell. Taste what's next.
Yeah.
Fries.
How
to make sure you and your money are protected. Monday at 10 on Eyewitness News.
Denny Hamlin has issues, not so much that it's 134 in the cockpit, but his digital dash went completely black. Everything shut off. They had him cycle the electrical system, and it came back up. Pit road's open, Matt.
And Martin Truex Jr.'s guys up on the wall waiting for that 78. The car started out tight, firing off the beginning of the run, but then it swung to the free side. Air pressure change on that 78. Chris?
Kevin Harvick's saying that last adjustment helped him late in the corner, but the car is still way too loose in the center of the corner, asking the team to back that last adjustment out. Bix?
Kyle Larson started 18th, pits from second, says the car is good, no changes. Matt Kenseth says, snug me up a little bit and help me on the takeoff. The pit crew with another great stop, and he's first off pit road. Matt Kenseth continues leading every lap so far today. Boy, there's been so much action behind him.
42 nailed a good stop, too. They did a nice job.
There's the Kenseth stop.
We said we dial up our stage one winner, Matt Kenseth. Hey, Matt, this is Jeff up in the Fox Sports booth. You got me? Hey, Matt, this is Jeff up in the Fox Sports booth. You got me?
Hey, Jeff, I got you.
Well, man, I know you've been off to a bit of a rough start this season, but you're making up for it today. You are on fire from the pole, leading every lap here, and you guys are getting it done on pit road. Obviously, things are feeling pretty good.
It's been a good start, but, we've had obviously great track condition. Our Circle K dual to the third has been fast this weekend. But we haven't been back in traffic yet, haven't faced a lot of adversity yet. So we got a little work to do on our balance, but we certainly have the speed. So hopefully we can do the right things all day here and keep it up here the rest of the day.
Well, all that cycling you've been doing is going to pay off in these hot, slick conditions. Have fun. Congrats. Go do it again.
All right, man. You enjoy the air conditioning up there.
It's not bad. It's not bad up
No,
here.
it's not. In the fall of 2015, Matt Kenseth led all but 48 laps en route to victory here in Richmond.
At KFC, we choose to make spicy, crispy chicken sandwiches. Not because it is easy, but because it is hard. We choose not only to launch KFC's new Zinger sandwich in a $5 fill-up, but to take it to space. Will it be easy? No. Will it be hard? Yes. We've already covered that. But when we succeed, we will lick our fingers good! Space sandwich! Yeah! Try the Zinger sandwich before it goes to space.
Long live the courageous, the tenacious, the ones who push forward. Long live the greater good, the helping hand, and long live the truck built to outlast them all. Ram, America's longest lasting pickups.
Now get 0% financing or an average $11,506 in total values on the 2017 Ram 1500 Big One Crew Cab.
Nobody does underwater stuff, Sylvia. Except me, of course. This is my style.
Adios!
If you're a stuntman, you cheat death. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car insurance, you switch to Geico. It's what you do.
It's time to pick a used car.
I really don't want to get ripped off.
I can help.
Yeah, show me the Carfax.
Only Carfax gives you the most accurate price based on a car's history. Start your used car searching in free Carfax reports at Carfax.com.
That's it, baby. Put it to the wood. You'll get it.
You don't need sunlight or wide open spaces. You don't need four wheels. Actually, you don't need any wheels. You don't need a lot of time. You don't even need gravity. All you need is an engine and Sunoco fuel.
We have a new Gordon joining us. Say hi to Gordon, host of the new F Word. I just want to say that I'm really looking forward to working with you guys. What is this new show? Every week on the F Word, there'll be an intense culinary competition, and it will be live. So, come on, anything can happen. Am I an idiot sandwich? You can't say the F word on television. I mean, that language is not family friendly. Not funny, get out. Guys, no. It stands for... Oh, man. Got it. What do you think it meant? Idiots, both of us. Mainly you.
The Toyota Owners 400 on Fox is sponsored by Carfax. Find the cars you want, avoid the ones you don't. Shop used cars with confidence at Carfax.com. And by Ram Trucks, America's longest-lasting pickups.
I got to go get a thing.
Getting ready for stage 2. Here's Chris Neville.
Well, Mike, we've talked about tire bead failures. We usually see them at tracks where aerodynamics and braking are important. Teams trying to optimize speed, but also cool the brakes. Now, the bead is this edge of the tire that sits inside the wheel, and Goodyear tells teams to try and not let that temperature exceed 350 degrees. Well, they monitor that with this sticker here, and teams can try and go back and forth with cooling to make sure they get the right temperature. You can over-rev a motor, or you can also overheat a tire.
Thanks, Chris. At the eBay Motors pit box, we're ready for the restart. Matt Kenseth, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex, Kevin Harvick, Keselowski, Hamlin, Newman, Boyer, McMurray, Logano, the top 10. DiBenedetto got the free pass, so we restart with 28 cars on the lead lap through the Geico restart zone, and we're back under green.
I believe Kenseth's going to have his hands full now, Mike. I believe that 42 car can maybe get up there, run that high line, and give Kenseth a little bit of a run.
Yeah, we've seen the 42 of Larson be pretty good on short runs and long runs.
But, man, just look at that. The one thing that Matt Kenseth has got going for him, forward bite. That car jumps up off the corner.
Kyle Busch, high, wide, and handsome. Here he comes.
Oh, he got a little ball there.
Too high.
Go 3 top.
4 wide for an instant.
Oh, my gosh.
Goodness.
You can't do that.
Kyle Busch forgot to remind the cars around him he was coming 3 wide. They just completely ran him into the wall for turn 4.
Kyle Busch may be the only guy that can do that, but normally you just can't do that.
This team's on a mission. Joe Gibbs Racing, winless in 2017. And yet 3 of their 4 drivers are either in contention or get out of my way, I'm coming through.
And they're at a track they know they can win, so they're all fired up.
Brian Keselowski may have something to say about that, however, as he brings his Ford to 4th place.
Yeah, he went to the outside of Martin Truex Jr. and made that pass off of turn 4.
Mike, see, these restarts are insane. I mean, the way these guys get 3 and 4 wide and bumping and grinding and pushing and shoving. Love the short tracks, man.
What you doing, buddy?
Short track action, right, DW?
That's
right.
Always
good.
I love it.
Side by side, Newman.
Nope.
And Elliott. And Almirola.
Brothers Austin and Ty battling it out for position as well.
Speaking of brothers, I want to be sure to wish Michael, my brother, a happy birthday today. We'll sing you a song later, buddy.
No cake?
We'll get him a cake.
Thank you, big brother. I appreciate that. It's been a great birthday. Any day you're at the racetrack to me is a great day. And what about this racing? 3, 4 wide? I love it.
7th place. Denny Hamlin, Jamie Mack.
Boy, I just feel like the 11 of Denny Hamlin really dodged a bullet when that caution came out. The dash and the power went out, and the engine shut off there for a little bit. Then, how's he going to come down pit road, do pit road speed, and look at those lights we hear all the drivers talk about to manage that pit road speed? He got it cycled, back up, made a pit stop. Now here he is going to get for position.
Boy, I tell you, that had to scare the heck out of him, because this is a track I know he wants badly to win at. It's a home track, home race for Denny Hamlin.
Other than pit road speed, if that digital display goes out, is that a big problem for a driver other than pit road speed?
No, I don't think there's not, other than knowing where your track bar is at. It does read that, and having lap time. The biggest tool that it is really pit road.
But Mike, I think everything is stressed out. The electrical system, the batteries and everything, these cars are being asked to do more than they've ever been done before. We'll take a look here at his dash. There it is.
I like that. No, he freaks out right here. The power went out. Everything on the dash, everything went out at that point. It wasn't just the power to that digital dash.
But what I like was he said, tell me what to do, because if I start flipping switches, I might never get it back. So they told him what to do. He did it, and it came back.
And importantly, the car did not stop running. He just lost all of his display.
Oh, no, I think it did.
No,
I think it did, Mike. Or he shut it off.
He cycled it
Maybe
off.
he cycled it. Yeah, the power definitely went out there for a short period of time on the engine as well.
Matt?
Mike Wheeler asked Andy that very question. Did you lose the digital dash or did you lose
Nice
all
work.
power?
Money's in the bank.
I lost all power whatsoever before he cycled through the ECU. Now back up running well.
I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.
Heck of a battle right here, Mike, between the two, the 4, the 2, and the 78. They are fighting hard for third place.
I think what I'd be more concerned with right now, it's everything's back up and running, is why did that happen? And will it happen again?
Heat. I think it's just hot. Car's hot. It's just a hot day.
Big load from running all the brake fans and the fans inside on the driver as well.
Got a blower on everything, man. They cool the brakes, the tires, the driver, the engine.
Here's the battle for third. There's those red and white striped walls we spoke of. Back in the day when Winston sponsored the sport, they sent thousands of gallons of red and white paint to all of the tracks, and the walls were red and white strobe striped, and Richmond's bringing a little of that feel back for this race.
The guy that paints these walls, his name is Randy, and forgive me for not knowing his last name, but his name is Randy, and I know that these tracks, those guys that maintain these tracks, they take great pride in what they do.
Randy Camden.
And not only is it the effect kind of bringing back a little old school action in NASCAR here, but the cars just look faster. They just look a lot faster when they're up against that red and white backdrop.
Watch this. We'll show you.
Just gives you a great sense of speed.
That's fast. Now, and to the fellow on Twitter who says, how come every time when you go to crank it up, you speed the cars up? No, we don't. We just don't pan the cameras with the cars like that to keep them centered and in focus. All right, 124 laps complete. Let's get to Chris Neville with a nationwide Dale Jr. performance report.
Well, Dale Jr. made that big announcement this week, and he said it was a big weight off my shoulders, and he feels so much more relaxed. And he said he remembered when Steve Letarte announced his retirement, and he started calling races more aggressive. He said he just had a lot more freedom. Well, both Dale Jr. and crew chief Greg Ives say they're feeling the same way. Greg Ives said, we're still going to go after wins, but we want to make sure that we enjoy this last season. We're not piling on any more pressure. Dale Jr. right now saying his car is just a little bit of tight.
One thing I hope for Dale Jr., I think it'll be good for him if he can have a great run today. And where are we going next week?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
his
baby.
wheelhouse.
That's
the home
it.
of Junior Nation.
Get a little momentum here and then go into Talladega next week.
Third place. Keselowski to the inside of Kevin Harvick. Two Fords battling behind a Toyota and a Chevrolet.
Why do we put so much effort into engineering the Can-Am Defender? Well, why do you put so much effort in everything you do? Because a job worth doing is worth doing right. Can-Am Defender. Tough, capable, clever. Get a 3-year BRP limited warranty plus a $1,500 cash rebate on 2016 Defender models. Visit your local dealer for details.
Easy to drink. Bud Light is tasted by brewmasters every step of the process. It's a tough job, but for you and your friends, it's worth it. We don't just brew beer, we brew beer for friends.
20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines. Sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover.
Corolla, with Toyota Safety Sense Standard. Toyota, let's go places.
We too know a little bit about long, fast straightaways, tightly measured clearances, and tricky high-speed corners. At WeatherTech, we put the same passion, performance, and perfection into racing as we do into our laser-measured floor liners. Order yours today at WeatherTech.com. WeatherTech.
allergies can hold you back, break through with Allegra 5-in-1 Relief. It starts working in 1 hour. Relief lasts 24 hours, and it's non-drowsy. Break through allergies with Allegra 5-in-1 Relief.
The Toyota Owners 400 on Fox is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance, helping drivers worry less. By Pizza Hut, no one out-pizzas the Hut. And by Toyota.
No one out-pizzas the Slow. 133 laps complete. Ford dominated qualifying here, but right now the top 10 very evenly matched, although Toyota was strongest in practice. Side by side for third place.
I told y'all the 4 and the 2 were going to be tough today.
So let's take a look at our McDonald's McCafe refreshing picks of the race. You got to pick 2. Matt Kenseth is the no-brainer. He's led every one of 134 laps so far. And my other pick, well, we agreed on Brad Keselowski because that Ford keeps working its way toward the front. He and Kevin Harvick both caught and passed Kyle Larson a couple of laps ago. And in the top 10 right now, 3 Toyotas, 4 Fords, 3 Chevrolets. That's as evenly matched as things get.
Hey, that 4 car, though, I keep watching him, Mike. He's closing that gap on our leader here, Matt Kenseth, quite a bit over the last several laps.
Yeah, the 2 car, Brad Keselowski, was really working on Kevin Harvick, getting to the inside, getting to the outside. And whatever Kevin adjusted there in his line or the car came to him, he's really starting to find some speed right here in this part of the run. Chris?
And Jeff, that last round, he wanted the car to be tightened up in the center, and he said he's definitely done that. Better forward drive, getting off the corner. And one thing he did say is the brake pedal a little bit soft. A little bit soft in that 4 car, but the team's saying not a problem. So I don't know if the team is trying something new this weekend. Vince?
Well, and that line that the 4 car is taking is the topic of conversation between Matt Kenseth and his spotter, Jason Hedleski. Hedleski letting Matt Kenseth know exactly where the fast guys behind him are running. Right now, Kenseth keeping it stuck to the bottom. Said the balance feels great, and this is really fun to drive.
Mike, interesting enough, the 4 car's running through the middle of the racetrack. He's not in the bottom, he's not in the top. He's kind of running a middle groove, which not many cars have been able to do, so that might be working for him.
In fact, there's a seam just one lane up, and he's putting the left side tires either on or just below that seam and hooking it and getting a good run. You can see how much rubber's been laid down by the right side of the tires in that very bottom groove. I'm wondering if a little bit of grip has been lost in that very bottom groove.
I think you're right, because the difference is Harvick is not as fast as Matt Kenseth or Brad Keselowski over these last 4 laps or so. Jimmy Johnson going for 3 in a row. 11th time in his career. He's gone back-to-back. Trying to three-peat here. Matt?
Mike, Jimmy told me the one thing that stands out to him about racing at Richmond this weekend, it's almost taking a page out of Darlington, where you have to be easier on your tires. You can easily hurt them. He told me the one thing that stood out about the car this weekend, it was just so easy to drive. He didn't have to hustle it. It didn't slip and slide, and he didn't have to pedal it. But that has certainly changed today. It's been free most of the day. An adjustment on the last stop has certainly helped the 48. He's coming to life.
He's in 13th right now. In the top 10 are 7 drivers looking for their first win of the year. 7 out of the top 10.
I think the chances are pretty good of that happening today. I was just wondering, DW, anybody ever won 4 in a row from the pole?
It's only happened one time, but I know it.
Really? Do you know who that was?
Could have been the man standing to your right. Jimmy Gordon?
No. It's the man standing between us.
Oh, to my right. Darrell Waltrip. Okay.
That's impressive. That's why he's a Hall of Famer.
Little known fact. Just a little known fact.
Quite a battle right here. Ricky Stenhouse trying to get back to the front. Ryan Blaney holding station at 17th. Trevor Bayne and Kurt Busch. And Chris Buescher. Larry.
Hey, guys, I just want to remind you, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in that 17 car just moved to 17th position. He was the caution at lap 65 and actually hit that wall pretty hard. He was on the 5-minute crash log. A big attaboy to Brian Patty and that crew. There he's back up there trying to get back to the top 15.
He's saying, I'm loose, I'm loose, I'm loose, and they finally tightened him up after he hit the wall.
So is everybody else.
That's right.
Last lap by, there were only 2 cars faster than Stenhouse. That was Harvick in second, and Matt Kenseth, your leader.
most storied rivalry.
So, to recap what we're doing, we're trying to make as much money as we can so we can complete April goals. Hopefully we can do both the April goals and the after I sell stuff, all the CEO stuff, goals. Again, I'm sorry about the noise, the background noise. It's a race I'm watching. So I'll try to turn it off during the commercials, that way you don't hear that. But yeah, we've made a good chunk of money in this session. I think we've made somewhere in the range of $300,000 to $400,000 already. So you know that's a good thing. Yeah. Somebody just said I gotta go take a shit. Damn, I've been trying to park this thing up here. Park a car up here anyways. Outback Steakhouse. No boobs, just rah. Ooh, wow, we got 719 this time. We'll turn the sound back on for the race. So,
in stage 2 at Richmond International Raceway, 49 to go now. Matt Kenseth leading his first laps of the year, and boy, he's saved it up. He's led all 151 laps today in his Joe Gibbs Toyota. The Stewart-Haas Ford for Brad Keselowski has been to victory lane at Atlanta and at Martinsville. Two-time winner in second. 7 drivers, starting with Kenseth and on to Kevin Harvick, looking for their first win of the year. Harvick in third, 2.3 seconds back. Kyle Larson, winner in California at Auto Club Speedway, in fourth place, 5 seconds back of the lead. Martin Truex, the winner at Las Vegas, in fifth place, 5.7 seconds back. And the rest of the top 10 all looking for their first win of the season. Clint Boyer backing it up with another good run here at Richmond. Thinks he had a car that can win today. Maybe he does. Denny Hamlin, this is his home track, and he feels it's his place. Had a car in practice that was very comfortable. He's in seventh, 7 seconds back. Jamie McMurray, again, both Chip Ganassi cars running in the top 10. McMurray in eighth, 8 seconds back. And 3 laps ago, Ty Dillon gave a little bump and hello to Joey Logano out of turn 2. Logano moved aside, and Dillon made the pass and went on for 9th place. Here's a look at it. And Logano holds down the anchor spot in the top 10. Larry?
Yeah, just watching Ty Dillon, I know we touched on him earlier about all the changes that Woody Barker's crew chief made. And of course, he is a rookie this year, but he has run a number of Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series races. He has never had a top 10 finish, but had a good top 15 at Bristol last week. So this team really starting to build.
You know, Larry, one of the things that a lot of the younger drivers always ask me, what do I need to do? And I tell them, run all the laps. Try to close the deal out. Don't run good all day and then wreck at the end.
Yeah, don't go out there trying to impress anybody, right? Just really learn all that you can learn about the cars, the track.
Now Getting back up to the front, let's again pick up on the cars that were busted for speeding back on the second caution of the day. Kyle Busch is back up to 14th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 23rd. And Chris Buescher 20th. So, boy, a penalty can really put you far back for a long time here, Chris.
And like Kyle Busch, pretty aggressive about trying to work his way through the field, but has slowed here in the last couple laps. He said the back end of that car just sliding around way too much on entry and exit. He said he's also dealing with some brake shake in that car.
Brake shake.
This is one of the toughest tracks, as we see Denny Hamlin go to the outside here.
What's wrong,
14 of Clint Boyer. This is one of the toughest tracks on brakes. You have long straightaways. They can cool those brakes down, but then you're pretty hard on the brakes. You're careful.
Guys, I'm going to stop the broadcast just for a few minutes so I can get the dogs out. I'll be back on here in about 5-10 minutes, give or take. So just stand by.